Okay, this is my first proper day in the studio setting up for the first Synchromotion shoot on Sunday. It's now Thursday, and I'm just here, I'm setting up my laptop and setting up the render machine in the studio ready for the shoot that we're going to do and all of the performance stuff. So I haven't brought everything, I've just brought the laptop, and the plan is just to get it set up and know that it works over the network. And so we're going to test that out, get everything kind of tested and running, make sure it's like actually working, and then maybe we'll set some lights up and some cameras and do a bit of tracking testing as well. And I've got my project loaded. So the only thing I'm going to have to do in this, I'm going to have to go through each instance of wherever there's something that's sending OSC data, I'm going to have to change the IP address. And wherever it's sending data, whether that's like note data or like envelope data or whatever it is, I've just got to like get the IP from the render machine, because that's going to be hosting our kind of OSC server, and then this can send that data there. So yeah, let's see how it goes. This is the gear that will actually be running the graphics in the studio. So down here at the very bottom, I've got a render machine. There's a backup render machine as well, but this is kind of the main one. And this is the one I was talking about. This is like a 4090 with a 13900K, I believe. So that should be kind of powerful enough to run the scene, or at least kind of run a lot of the stuff that we've been needing to. And then the rest of the kit is to do with the virtual production stuff. So this is like the tracking data. This will like allow the cameras in the scene to actually like move around and allow me to be composited into the scene. And then we've got some decks. So each of these 4 decks records a separate stream of video. So we'll be using one of them for like the final output, and then we'll get the input from all the other, the raw input from whichever camera is being live, as well as the other 2 that are being shot at the same time. So we can switch between them to have like a live feed. But we'll be recording the raw video from all of them, so we can like edit it later. And then finally, I'm not really going to be using this too much, but obviously it is audio, so this is like the mixer. It's like massive overkill for what we're going to be doing, because essentially all I'm going to be doing is sending a stereo mix to this mixer, which then gets muxed onto the final output as a kind of sync track, really. But I'll be recording it locally anyway, inside of Albeton, which gives me access to like the MIDI data, and I can sort of post mix it and all of that stuff. Yeah. What you got going on?
Okay, so what we're doing right now is we're gonna send out one of the trackers to reset the floor. We've got 3 different trackers that are all on the cameras, so I'm gonna have to grab one of those, set it down, level it out.
Nice.
I like being in your little video, frankly, enjoy it.
And what are you for?
What am I for? I'm just dog's body. I do what I'm told, go where I'm told.
I don't know, you got a huge and varied skill set that many would die and kill for.
And a huge and varied head. But what I'm doing currently is I'm going to switch on these overhead lights. I've got all the other lights on and working. Now it's just them.
Cool. Thank you. And this is the lovely team, as well as some other people that are helping and being involved in this project, as many epic projects throughout history can't be done alone, as we all know. So this is what we have behind us. Range can be measured in miles. You're pulling the key of your life, Andy.
I'm gonna pull one of the most outrageously dope keys
Yeah.
ever seen in the visual arts.
How do you rate a dope key? If there was an award for the
dopest key,
key,
a nice solid mat, but no scuzz in the background. So you want to get a nice. It's quite literally black and white. So what you want is, you want the black to be very black and the white to be very white. The yin and the yang, if you will.
Yeah.
But that's not.
Both of them make the whole.
That's what you need. And everything white is solid and everything black is transparent. So that's. Edges could be a bit better.
All right, so most of everything is set up for Sunday. There's still a few little bits to do, a bit more keying, setting up the kind of B and C cameras. But it's looking pretty cool. Like, you can see me on the screen. Obviously, I'm too far away, but there we go, me on the screen. Yeah, it's like really cool to be working on this with some other people as well, like Andy and Alex worked with for a long time. Yeah, it's fun to get to collaborate on something and use our skills that we've kind of grown together. Like this virtual production thing was something that we've all worked on together over the course of quite a few years now. So bringing another type of project involving some music, a bit more kind of artistic elements to it as well is like super fun. So yeah, we'll get set up, get ready, and then we'll start filming on Sunday.